Fox Hunt is here, and I have thoughts and opinions that I'm going to share now. I was going to write a script for this video, but I got home from work and I was like, fuck it. And I got some whiskey coke, I got some dinner. Oh, it's going good. Oh, man. I'm leaving this in. I'm leaving all my burps, whatever the fuck. We're just rocking with it. Look, however you feel about Metal Gear Solid Delta and the original, I'll just give my thoughts on the remake without Fox Hunt really fast because this is not that kind of video. But I think they're both good. I think the original game does things better than the remake, and the remake does some things better than the original game. And there's a nice trade-off for what kind of experience you want. If you want like an artsy, really good old school game, play the original. If you want a tight knit with the gameplay, besides the CQC, which we're about to get into, play the remake. Now, first things first, my first negative complaint about this game is always the CQC. So it's not even bad, and it's not like MGO games in the past had great CQC, but this one's just funny, and I don't hate it, but it is very, very hard. Like look at this, look at this, look at this absolute insanity going on. I kicked both of them. I don't even know, but there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just us punching the air. It's not great, but it's corny and like classic MGO style gameplay, you know. But besides the CQC, I really think that this is a very good online game. It's very simple. It's very straight to the point. The progression's very rewarding. The skins are rewarding. The AT camos, even the radio dialogue, and that's something I would have to say is that the communication you can have with teammates in this game is very good. Also, this right here, so like the AT camo works so well. You see him blend in there. If I didn't see him crawl up there, never would I ever see that guy, you know? So I really love the AT camouflage. It works very well, it's flawlessly. All the ones they implemented are so cool. There's like about 40 of them. So you have many options for what you want your camo to be, and there's not many maps, so you know what exactly you're going to have, and you can have them, you know, set up for you. But my worries that come from this game is not the game itself. It's from like a business standpoint. Is I love this, and I want to see more of it come to fruition and get worked on more, but I don't think Konami is with that vibe. So the remake only sold, I don't think it's even hit 2 million copies sold yet. And I'm not sure if them delaying this a month was to try and get more people to buy it a month later or what. If they really did need more time to work on it, then cool. But it's very simple, it's very straight to the point. But the fundamental of it is there enough people playing it? Do enough people care about Metal Gear Solid for this to get frequent updates and actual attention from that company? No. Not at the moment, no. And that is the sad truth about Fox Hunt is that what we're experiencing here might be offline within a year. And that does upset me. And I've been watching a lot of videos, and there's a lot of like nostalgia nerds on here, like bring back MGO4, bring back MGO, da, da. And it's like, what are y'all even know what you're asking for? I was like, this is the stepping stone to that, but they have to make sure there's an actual audience for MGO to go ahead and do that. And they're not going to make MGO for you and 20 of your friends to play. You know what I mean? It has to be. This was a great clip, by the way. That was the last like 5 seconds I got that fucking frog, whatever the fuck. But oh, this is a great ending too. Hold on, let me just shut up here. It was a 1v2 situation. I was breaking these dudes' ankles, but I had no ammo. I only had this thing, and I saw that guy run around the corner, so I was like, maybe he's just gonna come up there. I threw that strike force there. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I got a burp. Oh shit. Hold up. Look. Oh, right on his noggin. Anyway, what was I saying? Um, the Metal Gear Solid community, I think, is in a placebo state where they just don't like it because Kojima is not involved, which is fair. It's very understandable, very fair. But at the same time, the stuff that they're asking for is on no basis. There's no basis for asking for MGO Online, as even though MGO Online wasn't even that successful to begin with. People forget very niche community of people, very niche community of gamers. Even when it was at its height, it was not that large. So the only way we're going to get MGO is if you support this, which is Fox Hunt, and they will not support Fox Hunt. They just want them to make MGO, and they're hating on this, even though it's a very fun, simple, good attachment to the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. But whatever. I guess it doesn't matter to them. And so what I worry about is that this is the last Metal Gear Solid remake. It didn't even fail. Like this game didn't fail. I just don't think it did as good as they had hoped it to do. And it didn't like maybe if it sold 4 million copies, they would be like, all right, there's like an audience here. But it didn't. It has not hit two. I don't think it's hit two. If it has hit two, then it's like 2.1 maybe. And Konami is a very litigious company, and they're not gonna fuck with it. They're not gonna fuck with it. And so we have this right here, and a lot of the fan bases is hating on it. There's not a lot of players. The player base doesn't justify. The purchase sales of the game itself doesn't justify updating it or giving it any more attention than it needs to. And so that fundamentally is the worry. Now, besides all that, let's get into the game itself and what I like and dislike besides the CQC. And what I like is one, the game modes. I really do enjoy the game modes. I like how they're basically the same game mode. One's just stationary and the other one's like on the go. So you just sit in a corner or like you sit in a space, a hotspot, and the other one you take the hotspot with you and you have to move around and try and survive instead of just staying in that one stationary place. Which is great. These are like two almost wholly unique game modes for this game that they created, which I really, really fuck with. The round system is nice. It's rewarding, and not only okay. Let's talk about rewarding. This is an online game that actually has progression. Oh my god! When was the last time you played an online multiplayer game that actually had progression you didn't have to buy? All the skins, all the camos, all the radio things feel rewarding to get and feel rewarding to unlock, and they feel deserved and earned. Loot boxes, is that the best? Honestly, kind of. Yes. It makes it to where everyone has something different. Everyone's rocking something different. We're not just going, everyone's not going through the same ladder of unlocking things. And so I think it's fine. I'm not a loot box hater. I'm kind of a loot box like, eh. If I have to pay for them, then I hate them. But if they're just in the game and you earn it via pretty much every time you level up in this game, you get a box that has like 6 or 5 items in it. That was a crazy kill. See that CQC guy. I don't know how he did that. Anyway, I'm gonna come up and fuck his shit up. Oh yeah, this is a good clip. But we're gonna end it here. Um, I think it's great. I'm having a good time. Have I put more hours into this than Battlefield 6? I won't say because some people might kill me if I answer that honestly. But I'm having a good time. I don't know how to end this video. I'm just gonna eat and keep talking about shit until it hits the mark. Um, Mr. Kojima, if you hear this, if you see me, I do miss you, and I'm sorry that they are not really doing anything bad to your child. They're just doing something different with your child, and I know that's got to be hard to watch. And that's fine. But this is good. This is good stuff. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a good game with not that many flaws. The flaws that people are pointing out are they're just old head fucking idiots that aren't understanding what this represents, what this game represents, which is a future for Metal Gear. And the Metal Gear fan base is going to be the thing that kills Metal Gear, and I'm calling that now. All right, much love. Bye, guys.